Now, welcome to today's episode. Very, very interesting episode that we will get today because it be like say there's a revolution on ground where they actually empower the girl child to be anything where they want to actually be, especially even the ones where they don't actually marry. There's a kind of revolution where they don't go, where they talk, they come, yeah, you have to do this that way, do this on that way, and we need to rub shoulder with the man. So today we're going to talk about the men. Who actually they focus on the men, and also grooming a man. What would be the right process, or rather the right way to go in grooming a man to become an important being in the society? Because I still say the focus actually shifts now to the woman.
I totally agree with you. Now, today we're going to discuss how to groom a male child, because then that from small, you go teach picking something, and they go actually grow to acknowledge and imbibe all those things where they teach them. So all these things where they talk now, say the men, they know they're caring. The men, they know they're attentive. They know they provide for the family. Now, from small, then suppose learn them, or who actually miss the way along grooming of these children.
Very true, very true.
Yes. Also,
we also get some etiquette tips, or rather etiquette rules, where we go actually give the men out there as part of the grooming, because sometimes they train children in some kind of household things, but not in some skills where if you actually, soft skills anyway, which actually help you in the long run. So we get some etiquette skills or tips where go actually help you as a man to be a better man.
Yes, we also get African proverbs, you sabi say, and health tips to make sure say your body go there very, very gadget, and you no go get anything to worry you at all. So you see in a bumper package as usual, where we always carry come give you. But don't forget to still follow us on top social media at Bettiana at Princess Uwi, Instagram at Bettiana at Princess Uwi, Twitter at Bettiana at Princess Uwi, Facebook Bettiana Unweli and at Princess Uwi.
Yes, I made it easy for them.
Yes, you made it easy. We're going to take a small break. When we come back, African proverbs right up. Yes, welcome back. Time for us to give you African proverbs for today. And we, as usual, go help us translate them because she no book pass.
That's not true. We know book. It's just unfortunate in Amigo actually.
No, it's fortunate because
it's fortunate
you know book.
in Amigo actually explain this proverb.
Yes. Now, they say person where they find expiry date for agege bread, hunger never they catch them.
Well, very, very true. If you're hungry, you're not going to actually look, say, this one get expiring date or not. Oh, this one will actually they good or not. This one will they bad for me or not. If you dey hunger for success, nothing will actually limit you. Nothing at all. I see a lot of people coming outside to talk, say, oh, I want to achieve this thing. But because they tell me no, I just got to sit down. Excuse me, really? If you dey very hungry for success, you're not going to allow anything to stop you from achieving that thing. So if you're there hungry for food, you're not going to look the expiring date.
Very well said, Uwe. I know I get very bad habits. Now when I don't chop something finished.
Now you look expiring date?
In fact, the worst na drinks. Now if I don't drink something finished, I can't look say, wait, but when this thing will expire, self? I could don't drink them, or at least drink them halfway before I realize, say, okay, then they check expiry date. That's how hungry I am.
I don't even look expiring date. Is that bad?
Okay, yeah, even worse than me. I think they check out for the end.
I did terrible. I don't even look expiring date. If I dey hungry, I chop them. But I get expiring date for it.
Yes, it go they smell stale.
Oh.
It no go fresh again. So
you get one time where I be very, very hungry. Even Ebawe don't get some kind of badness on top of my chopper. I was so hungry. Then just for me to satisfy my belly.
Give us your satisfy.
All right. All right, I beg, that was then. It's a very long time ago.
No lie, no worry.
No, it was a long time ago, years ago anyway. Yes, I do some kind of thing where make me hungry. Yeah. All right, now time for you sabi say. Now you sabi say toothpaste fit remove ink stain from cloth.
Interesting.
Yeah. If you get ink stain for your cloth, just carry toothpaste, put them on top of them, and you go come out the ink stain.
Why they not tell me this when I did secondary school?
Now you know.
I don't come out.
No, but you feel even this white jacket.
So, but it gets difficult for me to get ink on my clothes now. But then, back then, now the secondary school students, then this one go actually favor pass.
Yeah, but even now, so just know say toothpaste go come out ink stain from your clothes.
Interesting. Now, time for us to give you 4 simple etiquette tips for everyday living.
Very true. For the men, please.
Yes, for the men. Are you ready? Now, number 1, now the door etiquette. Now, they say chivalry, they die in the modern age. People know they give attention to them too much. More men, they lose faith in the charm of holding the door for a lady. And for your significant other upon departure and arrival. They make man look so attractive. Now, even women, when no day with chief, then they look you from afar, they go just say, oh, such a so gentleman.
Open the door. Is it hard to do? I tell you,
just open and hold and make she pass. Some of the vex say, imagine I hold the door. She don't even talk thank you.
But truthfully, open the door. You know they hard.
Very simple.
Buy her rose if they come back from work. Is it hard to do?
Now the door we they talk about, leave rose. Because I don't understand, do we? Just open the door.
They get some kind men when we say, sometimes in etiquette will say, if you actually enter a building or whatever, make sure so you leave the door open for the person behind you.
So I'm going to slam your face.
That's wrong, please. As a man, please, just open the door for the woman if she wants to enter a car. Open the door to the house for her to enter first before you enter behind her. It's proper etiquette.
And it gives you a good view.
Yes.
When you are...
Yes. Yeah. All right, now the next one are the queue etiquette. You're going to wonder what the queue etiquette means. They say this one actually is necessary for guys when they for queue, especially on the road. It's very, very good for men to get patience. So not just jump the line. At any job because you be man, just jump the line. You see plenty for line. You just jump and not jump and.
Oh, we know why
we have our own experience recently. You want to tell them?
Oh my Lord! We go market for Yaba and we use the ATM machine. Now one Yaba boy. Now we're not go classify him as we think Dada everything they stand. He just jump from nowhere, go use the ATM. And you know, say even God like etiquette because he gets some kind of things where you go do when you know follow etiquette. God go just say you need to be punished. So the ATM where the guy go, the card no come out, money no come out. He just stand there till we come out. He there for there. So you need to observe your etiquette. If not, small things like this go to punish you.
Some men go on for Magbero. Ah no, enter front, use them. Sorry, please. Just stay in the queue, please.
Yes. Next on the list now, daily etiquette. Now this one are just everyday etiquette where men need to observe. Very simple things where Nigerian men they feel say na entitlement. Now phrases like sorry, hello, hi, thank you, may I, and so much more gonna make you appear to be a man of integrity.
Simple. I'm sorry, you offend the person. I'm sorry. The person do something good for you. Thank you. The person, which other one again?
May I?
May I? It's good to actually ask first before you just
even when you there with girls, not just hold her hand. You tell her, may I hold your hands, please?
It's proper
you need to
etiquette.
ask.
Proper etiquette. It's so strange how I guess they actually do the same.
Because he did learn.
Yeah,
and he needs to learn.
He's actually appreciating the tips, but you need to appreciate them too. Now the last etiquette tip we're gonna give you now the bathroom etiquette. Man, what did they do now?
I wonder.
Number 1 bad rules where men they do. You go use bathroom. Everywhere must to stain of the water where they come out from your body. Excuse me.
Then go use a lesson at rain.
You know if you just pour them in the right direction.
Control it. Direct it.
They use tissue. It go day everywhere.
And if you be person maybe say you know sabi direct, clean up. Now why tissue paper they there? Now why then get towels? Now why then get water? Clean them up, make it neat for the next person.
You bath as a man for bathroom. People must not say yes, man don't enter this place. You not go clean the ground. It is totally wrong. If you see female and male toilet, if you enter the man own, you will come outside, you will close your nose. Because men, they don't actually make them dirty. I beg, bathroom etiquette is very, very important as a man. They show who you be and how they actually train you.
Yes. I hope so now don't learn them well because no talk say we and Betiana, they no teacher you now why you go fumble for where the girl day. I beg you, make sure say you take all this to heart. Now we're going to take a small break. When we come back, our guests go join us inside the studio and we're going to talk about grooming of a male child. All these kind of things. Now from small, they're supposed to learn them. And when they're done big, now we're supposed to teach them. When they come back. Yes, welcome back. Now, we tell you, so when you come back, we go get our guests inside the building. Now, this person go there join us to talk about grooming of a male child. We don't really establish, say, a lot of times they wonder where the men, they put all their respect, all their etiquette, all their manners go, but we they realize that maybe we don't actually teach them from young. That's now why they don't imbibe all of these attributes. So we're going to discuss grooming of a male child. Now, who they're responsible for all of this? The mother, the father, or the society at large. To discuss this one with us, we get singer extraordinaire. Make I speak small grammar, make it not be like, say, you know, I not try. A very wonderful gospel artist where they touch the lives of many people with the various songs where they sing. Pita is in the building.
Good to have you, Peter, in the building.
Thank you.
Good to have you.
Thank you.
And I actually like the topic for today because we go actually understand them better. Now, let's just take the words from Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. Now, she come outside talk, say, we they teach girls to shrink themselves to make themselves smaller. We they talk to girls, say, you feel get ambition, but make sure say you not do too much. You feel aim to be successful, but make sure say you not do successful. Otherwise, you go actually threaten the man. We they raise girls to see themselves or each other as competitors, not for jobs or accomplishments, which I think can be a good thing, but for the attention of men. Now, this is not the ways we they train girl. I remember growing up, part of the things where I know say my mama teach me now for me to be a good wife. I don't talk about the show then. I just, when I day young, I feel say the role where I get to play in the society, now to get married. I don't need to achieve too much. I don't need to go to too many schools and whatever. You feel, say, we actually miss some from little age on how we train the girl child and also the male child.
Okay, if I want to talk about the female child for starters,
Yes.
I feel say most times not the girl child problem. Not be she cause wahala and everything. Fundamentally, like me, you say I'm a gospel artist. So I go talk from Bible side. Bible don't already put precepts down. Yeah, the woman was created from the man. Fine, as a helpmate. You understand? They don't create woman as slave. It's a helpmate. And I belong to the school where believe say that help is not a bad thing at all. It's to complete the man majorly. But in today's world, if they say helpmates, people they think say helpmates just mean say you go inside kitchen and all that. Personally, me I no go marry wife, I no go work. Until you go work, alpha. We need to hustle together. You know, you got to work. And the Bible say, he who findeth a wife findeth a good thing. Not be woman supposed to go do everything so that man go find her. No, now man supposed to wake up. Realize say I be man, go find the wife.
But that's not the training where the woman don't receive. Say, come, you need to position yourself for the man.
It's a fundamental error. It's not be for personally, because me I know they preach personal opinion to other people. For me personally, I feel say a time go come we say woman go wake up. Like in this age of feminism and all that, make we no spoil her more. You understand? There's a balance to everything. But if you realize that, look, my life is not. Every woman wants to get married, no matter how they want to try to pretend and all that.
Is it just the woman?
The man also wants to get married. The man gets to the place where everybody wants to. That's why now the woman wants to get married, but it's not her place to go to find man to do makeup, find this job just so that she gets husband. I don't think that one makes sense, basically. But if a man gets to a point where the man realizes, say, my time don't reach to settle down, now you go find wife. Nobody say wife will find.
That's the sad part, because we train women on how to be a good wife, but we know they train the man on how to be a good husband.
That's not totally true.
How
basically.
so?
Okay, personally now, my mama trained me well. Like, I have 4 brothers. We have 4 of us. So I have 3 brothers, and I have 1 sister. In fact, my sister, we don't even call her girls. We call her 2 boys. Because she's strong past all of us. You understand? The balance was okay. If you balance your life via a particular system, like traditionally, we're Africans. You can never, ever ignore that part.
Explain the balance to us, Peter. Tell us the training way they give you and the one way they give your sister.
The training was this. When my mother cook, you go stay there learn.
Okay.
The door parts, the opening of door parts. Now, sometimes I feel saying a woman, they overdo it. Like, I go open door for you every time. Sometimes when me and you, they quarrel, you go come see the time, say, babe, come open the door. Wait, upset me. I go jam the door for your face. And I just play.
No, that's not honesty. We come out in the midst of play.
You understand? Like, sometimes una they overdo it. Say you don't offend. Women don't take this to me, say, this, especially this feminist age, you say, they choose when I won't be feminist. If you want to be feminist, not true.
Okay, now, when you say they choose when we want to be feminist, explain to me your own concept of feminism.
If you want to be a feminist, saying that everybody is equal, take them equally. everything is equal.
So when
If
we
man,
they choose and when we know they
that's
choose.
what they choose now. If load day to carry, I'm a woman, please carry it. If we want share money, we are equal. Hello.
How are you?
Nah. We be equal. Carry the load that they carry.
Peter, excuse me.
Share the money.
If house dirty, now they call the man. But you
But
call the
see,
woman.
you know,
Why
say-
would you leave this house dirty like that?
But you see, I know the thing we know they like nowadays, we say, everybody don't they point out the bad parts of men.
That's
You won't
it.
tell me say men no day where they clean house.
Yes, then they,
You
but
won't
we
tell
dey
me
talk-
say men
But
men
you
no
just
day where
pointed
they
the woman now.
No, I don't point to
Stop
man.
it
I
for
dey tell-
carrying load.
I say if you want, women they say everybody equal.
Yeah.
If you dey fight, say we equal. Make we be equal for everything. No be say when they insult woman, you go say she's a woman. But if you insult man no go say I be man. No insult me.
Now men they
Now
carry am
balance.
wrongly. When we say equal, we mean rights. Like if they train the girl child, say come, you need to sabi cook for your husband. You should train the man child, say you need to sabi cook for your wife
Now they
too.
tell you, no wait I tell you now. Say my mama. If I hear say you don't learn how to
that
cook.
now you out of 100 men. Now,
Are you sure? You did here?
I did very sure.
You don't go inside house, go calculate and say.
I don't go
Wait,
inside
don't
house.
go
don't
online, you
calculate
see a
am.
lot of
Go
men
online,
debating
you go
that
see a lot
come,
of
I don't have
people,
to
a lot
provide
of
money.
Researches, yes. Some men go tell you, say, it not be their place to do all of those things.
Thank you, sister.
Now, but where this problem they start from, not be something we need to tackle from the grassroots, from when the child, when the male figure be child. Because now you go see situations whereby, okay, I actually go one certain discourse and they talk about how, as a child, then go buy a ball for the boy. Teaching them, say, you need to be strong, you need to be competitive, you need to blah, blah, blah. And then for the female, then go buy a doll, baby. Tell them, say, oh, you need to take care of the child. You need to take care of the house. Now, they're not they teach the girls, say, oh, you need to be competitive in the market. You need to actually have a degree. In fact, those days, when money no, they go say, okay, make the boy go school, make the girl remain.
Yeah, fundamentally, that was a problem back in the day. But nowadays, a lot of us don't get sense. We don't know what thing they happen. Because the way we then grow that time, like the way they meet situation, meet society, because a philosophy is defined by the people of its era. At that time, that's so it been, that's so they learn them. Now we're in this age, how we go change those things. Check them out to defend our parents. If you put ball that time, talk true now. If you put ball for ground, bring 10 children, 5 girls, 5 boys. Put ball, put doll. How many girls go wrong, go collect ball? How many boys go wrong, go collect doll? If any boy go carry doll, I go say, brother.
Because now the stereotype we're already there.
No. Without even teaching the Peking. Naturally, by instinct, there's just a few women who naturally like sports.
And a few
few boys who like cooking and all that. When I was younger, I learned, when people they do home economics, I did home economics. I found that I'm an arts person, so I always wanted to work with my hands. So I learned home economics. Till today, I go tack my trousers on myself. Nothing they happen. It doesn't make me less of a man. Do you understand? I just feel like if we allow our children, it's the same thing we say at that time, say, make we know me can be like, say, our parents were just evil, they didn't want women to. At that time too, if I tell my papa say I won't be a musician, I know what I face now. The man look me like, Oga, Kilode. Now law, now we train you to go study. You need to become lawyer. Do you understand? But now, my parents know better. Say musicians and get money as lawyer.
Really?
They don't. Are you kidding me? Who don't want to get fast the bad guy speaking now? Do you understand? So things they change. I feel like now our turn. I know say some men don't say their mind don't dogma. They say their work not just to give money, to they misbehave, and the woman must stay house, they take care of children. But I still believe and I trust that there's also amazing young men rising up too, where they train them well, or some way even learn as they grow up. Say, no, be so it's supposed to be. My children need to get equal, because in the next 10 years, 20 years, this one what they talk say, by that time, you go surprise in a woman, they carry briefcase, man on the back picking. The way life they go, everything will change. But for now, we need to begin to train our children. It's not okay anymore to think that the girl child was just created. I love Chimamanda Adichie, as in she's, oh my God, I don't read all her books. If they don't let her go to school, what do I have to read? Where I go look at, she's the next Wole Soyinka as far as I'm concerned. Do you understand? So it's a balance. But again, in doing that, we must not neglect the fact that it's our responsibility to teach young boys how to behave in society. It is not okay for a man to beat a woman, no matter whether you are stronger physically. It is not okay. It is not okay to look woman as a weaker vessel. If you like, whether you like it or not, the woman wey won dey inside house. If we are honest, we want to talk to woman wey dey inside house strong pass you wey dey think say you dey go work every day. Because when you come back, leave man with 3 children, anybody go calm down. You go look even Timmy that call of new video just show say, be as it be. But we need to let our children know that it's a level playing field for everybody. But also teach the woman to know that you are not complete because of a man. You are complete on your own. It is the man's responsibility. Then teach the children. It is your responsibility to take care of this woman. There's a balance in this thing. If we go the drum and say, well, feminism, we go spoil everything. If we do feminism, that's what men say go strong head. Because if you know, those of you get boyfriend, you know, say, once you don't start with a strong head for your boyfriend, another time you say, go just lock up. Say, make we do it like that. So it's, you know, the way we God take create every one of us, make we think, make we no spoil. There's a balance to everything. Teach the women to know their place in society. Their place in society is not in the kitchen. It's not even in the office. It's rounded. A woman is more creative than a man. She can balance. You see women that can multitask. Me as a man, I know. Once you say Pita music, na music at the face. If I finish, then I can face another thing. But we go see woman, music, work, child, everything. So we respect, teach your sons to respect the power and harness that power so that you don't get problem. Happy wife, happy home.
Should all men be feminists?
Because
we should all men be feminists. Because the way they talk now, it's part of the teaching. Should we teach men to be feminists? And then they go try to appreciate the role of the woman.
What is feminism first? We need to define what that thing means. Because what is feminism?
Women having their own, like you talk, a woman having her role, knowing say her role is not just to be in the kitchen. She needs to be given the right to education. She needs to be given the right to some basic things where normally they actually give her.
Like what?
Equality in the workplace.
In workplace, okay.
We know how women, they actually victimize them, especially the ones who don't actually born. When they come back, sometimes some women not even come back to their job anymore because, oh, don't born. Looking at even the music industry, so if we get an artist recently, Daniela, where come outside talk, say, even women in the music industry, they actually face some ad because to promote them, people will talk, say, hey, she will marry now, man will just keep her for one corner.
And then she no go fit do music again.
Well, see, for business, this one I feel go inside trouble if I talk. But the truth is, as a man, I have female singers where they sing with me. I have female colleagues and all that. You also must realize that men are logical, women are emotional. If quarrel blow for this, let's say I sign you as a female artist. If quarrel starts, you know, say you as a woman, you just lock up. As an emotional woman, I don't care about the money, I don't care about this, I'm going home, I go out, nothing happen. She don't vex. Nobody fit talk to her.
Peter, now very different with that.
Wait now, but the man.
There are some emotional men. That's some men where they act like.
No, see, but you understand what they talk.
Yeah,
I get you.
You understand what they talk. So sometimes, that's why it be like say women have to go the extra mile to prove themselves. But the ones who go the extra mile, you can't bring them down. Simple case in point. Asha, they come Nigeria get fit 10K. I mean, I won't go pay go watch because she be. I don't know which man go. Peter, respect yourself. I go pay go watch am. Beyonce come this country say she dey come concert. I be gospel artist. I go pay the 50K go watch am. Why? Excellence. What did they do? They went the extra mile. They realized that.
So
this one they boil down to the same thing we they talk. Say the women now have to go the extra mile, so they recognize, so they appreciate it.
So
no, it is not stressful. Everybody we want to make out of this life needs to go the extra mile. In every 10 male artists, 1 is likely to become a superstar. In every 10. How many female artists we get? For female artists, you have to say in every 5, 1.
Or every 15.
No,
because I feel so we get more male artists than female artists.
And now they talk now. So, but for women, so if you count 10 for men, you go count 5 for women. Do you understand? So 1 must come outside. Nobody they stop any. Look, if you're good, you're good. You can't hide it. There's nothing anybody can do. You cannot hide it. How you want to hide Tiwa Savage? Waje? How? But some people, they complain, using emotions. They use emotional blackmail. Oh, they don't want to give me opportunity. Oh, they don't want to. Oh, they don't want to. Oh, they don't want to. When you watch a show like Billions, I watch Billions. One small girl, she just stay for her table. Now, results. In the end, it's result. Now, result count. So I don't think that anybody who is doing that in this age, and I believe there are people who are doing that, victimizing women. Man, let me talk to my fellow brothers. It is not cool to victimize women. It is not cool. These people are important in society. They are like the backbone of everything that we do. If women no give Adam fruits chop, where we go there, we need to give them that respect. You understand? It's a balance. Now the woman, nine chop fruits give us. But now the woman, I say chop fruit to make us inside this wala. If not, all of us will see the Garden of Eden. So you need to respect the woman. If she know they're happy, you're in trouble. If she's happy, you're good to go.
Which wala are you there?
Now?
Yeah, because you said the woman actually gave Adam apple. But which wala we there? Where because they wala? Which wala we there now?
We for stay inside Garden of Eden now.
Just roll
around the lounge.
Without
no
clothes.
heat.
We don't go say, oh,
no
pink and green, no match.
We just do alright. Go no what's up, no color blocking. We just do alright inside garden. They follow lion on the plane. Now go see lion on the take off. They run for sneak. You understand?
Still on grooming the male child, sorry. Okay. Now, I want to know how if it changed the concept of, say, you go teach the female child, say, oh, if anybody touch you, you go get belle. You need to keep yourself till marriage. You need to do this, you need to do that. But nobody, they teach the guys, say, oh, you also need to keep yourself till marriage. You also need to respect a woman's body. You need to respect the fact, say, if the woman say no, whether na stop it, I like it, she they do, I be she want time, na still no. Nobody they train these male children to understand that. Yeah. So at the end of the day, it be like say you they train goats, they send them in to meet lions.
Lion. Well, church plays a very vital responsibility in that, as far as I'm concerned. Church and government and parents. My parents trained us to know that sex is a no-no. It's a no-no. Don't try it. You can't. You know, just see a woman just go to misbehave. Like till today, I have an issue with some certain things. Like somebody go see a woman for road, just hold on for weight, say my friend, the drum somebody. When I say it shocked me. Now the way my parents trained me. And my parents trained me like that, pushed me into church. And they showed us the same thing in church. Abstinence wasn't for women alone. It was for both the men and the women. Society. And I don't even think it's society. I think it's popular culture that teaches this foolishness. Where it is okay for the man to be macho, it's okay for the man to open his chest and be showing all his body. And when a woman opens cleavage, there's problem and all that. There's a balance. You can't be choosing, doing. Morality is not gender-based. To be a moral person, it's not just for men or women. It's for everybody in society. Old, young, small, little, everybody. You understand? So I feel like from now on, the church needs to take... In fact, they have to even teach the men. Because if a man is strong enough to tell a woman, we shouldn't be doing this, the woman will follow. Because it's a natural thing for a man to always lead and guide in all those things. I'm not going to know they pretend like saying that only men, they go to misbehave. Some women say if they will not do all right, people they hold the man and say, you must do, if you not do. I cannot be saying some kind of things. But
testify,
I don't see...
testify.
No, I cannot. My sister, let's testify in the church. No, but I don't meet people who go tell me, say, you don't love me, that's why you don't want to. Do you understand? So it's both ways. If we sit down, sit in a class of Christians, teach them, every one of them, tell a woman it's not okay to touch a man inappropriately. It's not okay for a woman to touch a man. It's a balanced world. We can't choose one side. If we begin to do that, problem, not there, everything they start. And we know starts now. If we... They train in picking like that. Betiana, they train in picking like that. Pita, they train in picking like that. All of us, we say, we don't know what's in this. Say, these things no deal. We begin to train our picking. You're surprised. Ebola started from just one place. Mm-hmm. So one person can become that change that we are looking for.
I like the fact that you actually talk something just now. You say, some people will say, oh, that you don't love me, that's why you're not touching me or whatever. Let's just deviate a little bit now. We'll actually come back. But you feel, say, is sex love? Because... We don't get a lot of people ask us, say, come, this man, they ask me for sex because say I refuse, and he talk, say, come, you don't love me that much. So from the few experiences you don't get...
The person where they ask you that question know the answer to the question, to be honest. When I see all these questions on social media, I feel like the person just they look for who will talk. Just tell me that you want to talk, then we'll talk. You can't tell me that in this day and age you think that somebody touching you is love. Hello, there's nothing there. That's just a selfish human being.
But some people will tell you, say that's the first stage of love because
first stage of love is sex.
Yeah, you need to.
Congratulations. When first stage of sex becomes first stage of belly, then the man disappears. Your eye will clear. Like, look, me, to be honest, I don't follow for all those people where they do all these pretentious things. Mm-hmm. If you know what's in white is white, black is black. Mm-hmm. This thing is not cool. It's not cool. Carry your hand, come over there. Don't come there ask me questions where you know. It's just like asking me, is fire good? Sometimes. You didn't see him now. Oh, you put your hand by yourself. You go burn you. Do you understand? So we didn't know. We didn't know. And if you, in case you don't know, sex is not love, my dear.
It is totally
my brother,
not.
Sex is not love. My sister, sex is not love. It completes a relationship when you're married. Mm. According to my Bible, I'm a Christian, so don't forget it. According to my Bible, it's amazing in marriage, but outside marriage, especially, I know some people who had sex before they got married, and they're married, and they're okay. Do you understand? Because we have a God who is merciful and who is loving, who forgives us, who doesn't count our wrongs before anything. They look us from the end, not from where we did now. Because if God did judge us from where we did now, he don't beef every one of us. But he looks at us from the finished product. Do you understand? The blood is speaking for us and all that. And that's why grace abounds for us. But again, grace is not an excuse for sin. Grace empowers you not to sin, basically. So in the end, Auntie, any man who, or any woman or man who's asking you that, prove to me you love me, have sex with me. First question, you know how many people you don't tell that in?
Very true. Points.
Yeah.
Second thing, how are you sure? What if you now have sex and you didn't know how to do it? So you didn't love him.
Simple.
She didn't love you.
Interesting.
Let's go back to feminism now. Batiana thought we train the girl child. You talked the last point where you actually gave on marriage and everything. Now we actually train the male child on how to be hard. Despite any situation where you find yourself in, you need to put up that front, say, come, I'm a man. I don't need to show emotions. Is this the right training for the man?
Personally, me, I don't suffer. I cannot lie to you. Till today, it's still a part of me. I lost a friend recently, and I could not cry in public or anything. I couldn't. I couldn't do anything because the world system has taught me to be a man. Man now, not be even definition of sex again. It's not who gets the mind, who gets strong heart, strong face,
tough.
Be tough and all. And that's where the problem is. You see, women sometimes let's say they live longer because they gist about these things to their fellow. They cry together. The emotions come out and all that. There are a few men who are emotional also, but for us, men, we always keep the thing inside, and it's not cool. I wish that we could get a place for men. You see people having seminars for women everywhere.
We hardly have for men.
Really, we hardly have for men.
So we hardly have for men when men can actually speak up. Yeah. If a man goes to tell his fellow man, oh, my girlfriend or my wife cheated on me, you say, hey, you know, treat her well now. You know, it's your fault. What you do? You're not a man. To say you dissatisfy her, she not go leave or she not go do this and all that. So they laugh at you, they ridicule you. So that ego thing kicks in. So all our suffering, we put them on the inside, we lock up. But if now women together, unity, then go curse the man together, then go fight the man together, then go cry together, celebrate together, go out. But man, you see, that's why you see men now taking to alcohol and sometimes suicide, which is kind of weird in Africa. But suicide don't come out, depression is beginning to come out. You know, people don't they date down because they cannot talk. And again, we don't get doctors like that's what they do. So the best place to go talk now to your pastor or to, but who they help the men. You know, whether we like it or not, generation on the change, they change. All the attention is shifting to the woman. They're fighting for the girl child. They're doing this. Who fights for the male child?
I go hold you on that one because we need to buy a small break. Really, who they fight for the male child? Make me buy a small break. When we come back, we still get Pita in the building, and then we get to meet him up close and personal. And his new video as well, when they come back.
I never fight too much.
Yes, welcome back. We still get Pita in the building. Time for us to see Pita's video.
Yeah.
Yes, there's a new one. Praise in this age. You know.
They feel like.
Let's watch it, really.
You are my superstar. You brought me where I am today. I couldn't come this far. I would have lost my way without you. It's more than the song I sing. Don't want another one but you, only you. More than this melody, more than this harmony, yeah. Jesus, you are the one. Jesus, you are the one. More than this melody, more than this harmony, yes. Jesus, you are the one. Jesus, you are the one. I am nothing without you. I am nothing without you. You are my superstar. You brought me where I am today. Wouldn't come this far. I would have lost my way without you. More than the song I sing, this is the offering.
Wow, this is a beautiful song, Peter. Love this song. I think, I said this song will actually take over the place of Light Up My World for me.
It can't. I'm sorry. It can't. Now, while I love this song and I love the video, I don't know, it just get waiting Light Up My World they do for me. But the one, now our topic of discourse today, so let's leave Light Up My World where it day.
Really.
Yeah.
So tell us about this this music. What actually motivate you to come out with this song?
Okay, so to honest truth,
Yeah.
I and my girlfriend at that time were having issues. And the issues were stemmed from the problems I was causing. And, you know, I had to go back to myself and check myself and find out what the essence of everything that I do. And I realized that the essence, that because it was more like, oh, Peter, you're becoming somebody else. This pride on the enter. You know, they look outside your head, no, they stable anymore. Well, I had to look at it. Everything what I do, why do I do what I do? You know, is it because of me? Or who's the essence? Is it because Peter is not a brand? You have 36,000 followers on Instagram. You know, that thing has a way of just cropping in, you know, see. And so I had to check, and I'm like, more than anything, it's you, Jesus. Like, it's more than the songs, no matter how much a song sounds nice, no matter how the harmonies are blending and everything, it's you, Jesus. It's all about you. No matter what my eyes see, no matter my account balance, no matter the popularity of the fame, it's still you, Jesus. You're the brand. Let everybody focus on that Jesus, not me.
Wow, I actually like that because a lot of people, now when they don't fall, now they go remember, say, we don't allow this fame
And then they want to
everything.
start again.
And they go actually start again now from a girl. Are you still with the girl? Or now don't break up?
Wow, love this guy. On television, what do you do this thing?
It's a yes or no question.
Are you still with the girl or now don't break up?
We are just, we are pencil in the house of the creator. Just
Wow.
writing our story.
Peter, I didn't know you're a politician like this.
Oh my God. Do you know that's what she calls me, politician?
She called me.
Calls me politician.
Very interesting. Now, what do we did look forward to apart from this song? Now we don't come outside. Any other things in the works?
Oh, new videos, new songs. Jesus did it. It made for more. New stuffs are coming out. Like this is going to be a busy year. Busy year. We just got nominated for Album of Excellence in the UK.
Wow.
Yeah, awards is in June 3rd. So we go to the UK and see what the people are saying. Hello. But this year now, lots of work. I promised God this year that every month would be bigger than it. So it's proper hard work this time. No sitting down to chill, go to watch movie. If I have to watch a movie, then I know that I've done work well.
Yeah.
So movie is not for leisure anymore. It's for just to relax.
Reward.
Yeah, it's there. You know, so it's work this
Tell
year.
us about the gospel music industry, because we get a guest recently for Inside the Studio, and she come outside talk about how sometimes she perform for churches without even being paid. They're not able to give her any thank you for coming, nothing at all. Does it really happen? Did it really happen?
They happen everywhere now. Like gospel, secular, everywhere. The places they will say, people will pay you and all that. People they dishonest and all that. The truth is, my darling, just suck it up and move on to the next. God who called you will provide for you. That's not an excuse to say that we shouldn't get paid for what we're doing. But I've just come to a place where I realize that if I keep looking at man to do this thing, I won't do it. That's the honest truth. The gospel music industry has grown. It has grown. I see a lot of people fighting and bickering about you should join that church. That's not. The church is one. There's no name. It's not Christ Embassy, House on Rock, David's Christian Center, Daystar. The church is one. It's one body. You know, so wherever you are, just do what God has called you to do. See, immediately we start focusing on what we will get. It can consume you. It will consume you. Bitterness will enter, anger, you become vengeful. That's where the pride of life will come in. And all those things, they start at once. Tree no go just grow, become tree. roots go enter ground. Plenty things they create one tree. So now so anger they start and revolt. Now so that's why some people they fight church now, they quarrel with church. Oh, this pastor did this pastor did not do that. Now waiting.
Yeah, so let's talk about the church now, because a lot of people they come outside, they talk, say you need to know God for yourself rather than the church, because a lot of churches they actually the pastors they enrich themselves while their congregation they actually suffer. What will be your take on that?
Oh, two things. You cannot you know God for yourself, yeah? You're sure, but you will never be able to forsake the assembly of the brethren again. And two, are you serving the man or you're serving God? Then are you the judge to know who they... Some of these pastors, you know, like my pastor gets blessed basically outside. Go for us, go someplace, some person will just come bless him and all that. And I know, say, you know, they collect salary from church. You know, pastors are blessed. They're a blessed set of people. These are the same. You're complaining, they complain, say, pastor, they drive nice car, pastor, do this. Who go drive them?
Sure.
So bank manager, they're okay for bank manager to drive the best cars. Why? Because they save your money for bank. If you die, you don't get family when you save that money. Where that money go? But your pastor will teach you how to save your life here on earth, teach you how to make heaven, teach you how to give your tithe and all that. And give your tithe and move on. The Bible says give and move on. Give God because you love God, not because... Now, let's see what I talk. When you begin you lose focus of why you do what you're doing. That's where problem starts. If you're giving your tithe, you're doing it and God is protecting you. God is guiding your life. Your everything will get all right. If you are hungry, now you go people when they complain, go check them. Now hunger.
That doesn't mean that if you don't give your tithe, God not go actually help you.
My sister, me, I know will follow anybody argue other arguments. I know what the Bible says. I follow the Bible. Those people say know God for yourself. If you say you know God by yourself, the Bible says you should not give offering. We want to know God for ourselves. The Bible says me no do wrong. Look, it's a principle thing. The constitution of my life is this Bible. If it's not in the Bible, I know they do wrong. And I'm a Christian, so my spirit bears me witness when somebody is right or when somebody is wrong. If somebody talks something when my spirit don't bear me witness, I go just leave you. I don't fight. I don't quarrel with anybody about anything. But where my problem is with people where they fight church is when you say that God send you. Because our God is not an author of confusion. If your message is to cause confusion, because the Bible has already spoken about these people. In the last days, prophets will rise up. Plenty will come outside. The pastors that are doing very well, that are wrought miracles, and people are blessing them for it. They call them names and all that. Just watch out for yourself. My thing is, just watch out for these people. You know they last.
Still speaking about the church, now recently some certain pastors come outside, they talk, say, is it wrong for the church to invite secular artists and comedians to come upon the altar of God and perform? What would be your own take on this?
Secular artists and comedians.
Yes. Secular artists, where we say people know them as secular artists, but for some reason they get one or two inspirational songs where they want to make them perform for the church. So how do we win these people to God?
Question.
If we chase them away, how do we bring them home? You can't. Like I personally, I performed at different places. You know, the standard is to bring them in. The standard is not to chase them away and say that's where you're supposed to be. If you imagine if a Michael Jackson gave his life to Christ, just attending a service one day and he sang, "You are not alone," and the Holy Spirit catch him there. He's saying that day and won't repent. Do you know how many of his followers go join church? We can't begin to do that. I think it's hypocritical to do that, but also there's a balance. There are things that are holy that should be left holy. Like when somebody come on top of the altar, because you be secular artist, you feel like you can begin to wind your waist on the altar and all that. There's a problem. But don't forget that these people are God's children also. You can't choose who will serve God and who will not serve God. So them coming to church, I have no problem with it. Comedians, look, in Mary Heart, it's in the Bible. You can't just chase people away. There's a level to which we can do this. Some comedians will come on the stage and begin to use the F word.
You can tell them the content.
Yeah, so you shut that down. There's no place for that. But I know that we have an amazing Arole is there.
Yeah.
I don't understand what he says, but I know he's funny.
Kenny Black
is there. Them Akboro, Sako, Acapella. There are a lot of Christian
AY
guys.
can still give you some.
These people they not be witch now. Yeah. They go to church on Sunday, go see them. Where would they judge them? Who they go their show?
I wonder.
A very interesting conversation we will get with Pita. But time for us to give you health tips for today. Now, they say 1 can of soda a day, they increase your chances of getting type 2 diabetes by 22%.
Chineke,
Yeah.
guilty.
You, when they come outside talk, say, I cannot do a day without taking minerals.
Guilty.
take them easy, because if you actually increase your chance to get type 2 diabetes by 22%.
Lots of us will take them 3 times daily, like saying, "I'll breakfast, lunch, and
you
dinner."
thought you don't reduce now.
My sister, the devil is a liar.
He's a liar.
I've not had soda for 1 month.
Really?
Nothing,
That's
just water
good.
for the last 1 month.
I need to try that.
You need to try it. A friend of ours actually trying for like a month.
Yeah.
And she actually achieved them.
She even gather followers, join her, they do the thing.
Which is totally acceptable. Your final words to people where they are, they will actually do gospel music?
Who called you will provide for you. If you look at man, you run down, you get into trouble. Just face the God that called you. Do what you know that you want to do. You're too strong to lose, and you're too small for God to disgrace himself. So he's not going to mess himself up because of you. So do his thing. He'll never ever put you to shame. Remember what Freke Umo says. I cannot call on your name and end up in shame. No way. It's impossible to do it. For my fellow brothers and fellow sisters, please train up your child in the way he should go, and when he's old, he will not depart from it. The Bible sets principles of how you can raise your children, and when you raise them up, we will not be having these arguments about feminists and all that. Jesus showed that women are important to him, and when they wanted to stone the woman, he didn't let them. When they were going to accuse the woman of pouring perfume on his feet, he said she would be remembered forever. And that woman is preached about everywhere in the world. So.
Preacher, pastor. Preacher.
Thank you so much, Peter. Your social media handle.
Peter Sings. Everything is Peter Sings.
Instagram, Twitter, Facebook,
Peter
Snapchat,
YouTube,
WhatsApp.
Follow him and be inspired. This one are just like a tip. Follow him and be inspired.
Yes, sir.
You say the account number that's Peter
Sings.
I mean, not the password.
Peter Sings. ATM password, Peter Sings.
Thank you so much, Peter. Thank you very much. As we do the talk, Betiana.
To talk, not be bad thing, but making everything they talk about.
To enjoy more of these our Ogbonge videos when you just watch, press this button to subscribe on top of our YouTube page. You go love am.